Hello, welcome back to the channel. Got a lot to talk about. We've got an insane amount to talk about. First off, let's start with the SFA and how they got 13 decisions wrong during VAR processes or whatever, man. Now, it says the affected clubs are us, Rangers, of course, Hibs, Hearts. I mean, it's pretty much, I think with 13 decisions, it's pretty much going to be more or less every club there or thereabouts affected with it. It's kind of, I wouldn't say it's irrelevant, but we don't exactly know the incidents in play, and so I can't really go back and say, oh well, they botched there. I think you look at like Bolton's red card for St Mirren. That was a joke, that one. I don't understand how anybody could have been given that as a red. So, unless I can actually talk about the 13 instances they're talking about, it's kind of hard to guess, but either way, every club pretty much at fault, and even if you're not part of the 13, you're going to feel like you've been shafted anyway. You can just name numerous VAR decisions this season that were like, what? But that would be boring. I could go through every single one. But I'm not going to do that, because that would be absolute pish, wouldn't it? It would just be absolute mincemeat as a number 2's hanging from a tree. And no, I actually don't mean a shite. It's actually just a number 2, an actual number 2. But anyway, let's talk about other things. Old Firm is officially confirmed for 7th of February. We about late, big man. 7th of April. So midday kick-off. Do we expect anything differently? That is a Sunday. Big game. Can't emphasise that enough. Incredible match it'll be. It's at Ibrox, and I like the fact that it's first, because our record at Parkhead recently has not been that good. Gerrard, what a great record he had. Well, I say great, man. It wasn't like he won every single game at Parkhead, but you get where I'm coming through, troops. We just need to win that one, and I think honestly with Clement's form, we're going to be absolutely in the money, because since he's come in, we've pulled that gap back, and there's nothing looking at this league that's telling me, oh well, it could go either way in terms of points. Now, the league could go either way in a sense, but what's to suggest that Clement won't build on this 8-point gap that he's clawed back? That's what I think is the crucial part. Now, yeah, we do have a couple of tough games coming up. I do think, you got Motherwell, I say Motherwell, that's a wee bit away. Don't think that's a particularly tough game, but I was more talking about the fact that's a game coming up against St Johnstone, obviously away, right? And obviously, we have got, I believe it's Hearts next at home, then we're away to Kelly, then at home to Motherwell. So for me, the two tough ones in there are Hearts and Kelly away especially. I think Hearts at home will take care of itself, but as you've seen back in November, it was a tough game, can't dispute that. Without those 2 late goals, Faith Danilo and can't even remember the other person that scored the other goal, but I guess that's kind of irrelevant in a sense. But Hearts, Shankland, as long as Shankland's fit, and I know they're kind of like a one-man team, but they are a good team. Hearts can't take it away from them, and that's another reason why Shankland could shaft us this season. He's just a goal-scoring machine. And, signing him and not bringing those goals in is one thing, but also you've got to factor in the games that he's playing against you. Could shaft you. As for Kelly away, it's never been no one goes to Kelly away and thinks it's a favourite hunting ground, man. They don't. We've already lost there once this season. Celtic have already lost there twice. It's always tough. Never get an easy game at Rugby Park. Never. And, yeah, that's pretty much where this league is going to be won and lost. I'm not saying the old firms aren't important, but you've seen pundits come out in recent weeks. Like John Hartson said Celtic could beat Rangers in their 2 old firms, but if you're dropping points in every other game, it doesn't matter. Which is true, but I think the days of Rangers losing all 4 old firms in a season are gone. I do think that, they were the banter era years when we first came back up. Now, yeah, the last 2 seasons has not been particularly great. Only won one last year, and it was one you would not even have to argue. It didn't matter that much compared to the other ones, even though every old firm matters, but some do matter a wee bit more. Got a draw, obviously, as well. But most, those years you're losing 4 a season, it was fucking soul destroying. And I guess that brings us to our final point. Soul destroying Old Firms at home. And let's get rid of the away allocation. But it looks like the away allocation could be returning with 2,750 seats. Do I welcome it? Yeah, I think the biggest game in the world. That's what it is. I'll play that flute. It is. I think it is. I'm not. Well, I say it is, right. Obviously, bias kicking in, but when you've got the likes of, River Plate, Boca Juniors, we've never really experienced that. I mean, yeah, you can watch it on TV, but in terms of what we know here in Europe, it's the biggest game going. I'm sorry, it is. That's the reality. That's the reality, troops, and they're not doubting like Prague derbies and Red Star and all that, but. Is it Prague? I don't even know who it is. You know what I mean? See these European ones, they don't still get the same coverage as like Western Europe. So anyway, guys, till next time, peace.